Today we're going to be training back, biceps, and quads. Wide grip lat pulls are my all-time favorite for back day. They are definitely my go-to for creating that V-taper look. I've been doing these until failure lately, and some days I count my sets. It all depends. But if you're a newbie, 3 to 4 sets of 10 of these would be great. You have to remember that whenever you go from sitting around picking up a pen or pencil all day to lifting weights, your body is going to respond great, and you should have what's known as beginner gains. Man, I miss that. And what a lot of people don't know is just like with eating and weight loss, yes, your body can plateau with muscle building, but there's no need to panic because just like with anything else, there is a strategy for that too. Things like progressively overloading and training till failure is the solution. Here I'm doing cable squats. I have my feet turned out just a little bit so that I can also kind of target my glutes along with my quads. These are a lifesaver for me whenever I don't feel like getting under the squat rack for the day. A lot of you may know, but surprisingly, some people don't know, that barbell weighs 45 pounds, and man, some days it can be challenging. That on top of loading it with weights. So yeah, this cable squats saved the day for me a lot of the times. And cable curls, another one of my all-time favorites. And today, I mostly went until failure with these, sometimes even dropping the weight between 40 and 30 pounds, just so I could kind of get that burn, you know? I think what throws a lot of people off and makes them afraid of the gym or weightlifting is that they fear that their form is not correct. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need a bunch of rulers and tape measures to start lifting weights. Just pick the shit up. Now, given that you're not attempting to do squats or anything like that. But the cable machine and dumbbells, a lot of it is trial and error and experience. You can listen to some of these knuckleheads telling you, hold your arms like this, hold them this far apart away from your body, this, that, and the other. But don't get too in your head with that stuff. A lot of this stuff is just trial and error. Well, one thing for sure is that you don't want to be throwing the weights. Some days I have like a burnout day where I'm like pumping. Some days you just want to have like that mind-muscle connection, slow and steady. And one of the easiest ways for me to remember and what has helped me so much, instead of focusing so much on lifting the weight, focus on resisting it, like bringing it back down. The longer you can keep those muscles under tension, the better off you will be. And another thing, a lot of people always want to know, how did I get my waist so small? My abs. Do you see all of the movements that I'm doing has nothing to do with abs? I seldomly train abs. If your diet is good and you're picking up heavy shit in the gym, you don't realize how much your core is engaged throughout all of these movements. Now, I'm not saying don't train abs. I do train abs, but I am not obsessed about it. Y'all know my backstory by now and all of the weight that I lost. My waist became smaller and smaller due to primarily changing my eating habits. High protein diet, low calorie diet, low fat diet, medium carb, and weight training, progressively overloading. Now, one suggestion that I'm going to make is that when you're doing things like squats and lunges, how I'm doing, I would really like to recommend a flat shoe like a Van or Chuck Taylor, something like that. And I know that may sound strange because here I am with these thick Hokas on. But if you've been following me for a while, you know last year in September, I had hammer toe surgery on both feet. And for some reason, I don't know why, now I just do better in Hokas and tennis shoes. And I'm so dead set against that. But my toes are still tender from that surgery. So these just agree with me more for right now. But always remember that tennis shoes are more suited for a rocking motion, like walking and running. So if possible, get you a flat shoe. But anyway, y'all, this is my first full workout video. Let me know what y'all think.